ما نمیتونیم شاهد باشیم که آمریکا و کشورهای دیگری مهمات رسانی به اسرائیل میکنن، هواپیماهاشون میاد تو آسمان با موشک‌های ما برخورد میکنن، هواپیماهای انگلیسی، هواپیماهای فرانسوی، هواپیماهای آمریکایی. بنابراین ممکنه ابعاد جنگ جدی‌تر بشه و ما خودمون رو برای اون آماده میکنیم. همین آمریکایی‌ها بعد از پیروزی شما ذلیلانه میان، با التماس میان که تو رو به خدا اجازه بدید ما هم مثل کشورهای دیگه بیایم اینجا سرمایه گذاری بکنیم. من پیش بینی میکنم یه ارتش اسلامی تشکیل خواهد شد. یعنی ما ترکیه، عربستان و مصر 4 کشور بزرگ و کشورهای دیگه یک ارتش اسلامی درست میکنیم و قدرت‌های خارجی رو هم دیگه اجازه نمیدیم اینجا. پاکستان گفته اگر اسرائیل بخواد بمب اتم بزنه ما به اسرائیل بمب اتم خواهیم زد. اون موقعی که ما با کشورهای اسلامی با هم متحد بشیم بعد از شکست سنگین اسرائیل، به نظر من اکثر صهیونیست‌ها خالی میکنن. اصلا سرزمین‌های اشغالی بدون کوچکترین جنگ به دست فلسطینی‌ها میفته.
Well, in an era of shifting global power, Iran and Russia, as Julia was just saying, have forged a robust partnership. In January, they signed that Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement. This is a 20-year treaty that aims to increase collaboration across various fields.
Russia, for many years, has been on Iran's side in politics, standing with Iran. And obviously, Russia and Iran have been strategic partners and allies. As we remember, in January this year, the two presidents signed a comprehensive strategic partnership agreement. The trade turnover is growing, including weapons sales, and Russia is building Bushehr nuclear power plant in Iran, and also heard earlier from Russian Foreign Ministry in its statement. The Russian Foreign Ministry expressed extreme concern about the dangerous escalation of tensions in the Middle East and has strongly condemned the violent action of Israel, which violated the Charter of the United Nations and international law.
Zohar Palti is the former director of Mossad intelligence.
Are Israel and Iran at war?
Yes.
Unequivocally?
Definitely.
But starting a war is one thing, ending it is a lot harder.
No doubt that without the Americans, without President Trump, nothing will be over here. They have the ability to end it.
Aynı İsrail şimdi de komşumuz İran'a karşı bir saldırı başlattı. İran'ın nükleer tesislerini hedef alma bahanesiyle girişilen saldırının aslında çok kapsamlı ve sinsi amaçları olduğu her geçen gün daha iyi anlaşılıyor. Cuma gününden beri gerek şahsen biz, gerek Dışişleri Bakanımız çatışmaları durdurmak için yoğun bir diplomasi trafiği yürütüyoruz. Bu görüşmelerde İsrail'in artık haydutluğa varan saldırganlığının tüm bölgemiz için oluşturduğu tehdit ve tehlikelere dikkat çektik. Batı'nın sınırsız desteğiyle İran'a saldıran, Gazze'yi yerle bir eden, bölgedeki her ülkeye kabadayılık taslayan İsrail aslında ne yaptığının farkında değil. Belki ileride yaptığı hatanın farkına varacak. Ama korkarız o vakit iş işten çoktan geçmiş olacak. Dolayısıyla İsrail yaptığı her zulümle, döktüğü her kanla, işlediği her insanlık suçuyla adım adım kendi varlığını ve toplumunun geleceğini riske etmektedir. Çünkü zulümle abad olunmaz.
Jack Keane said something I thought very, very telling over the weekend as well, and even repeated on our network today. He said that the Army, Navy, and Air Force of the Iranians have been diminished and weakened, and that the leadership of their Army, Navy, and Air Force are diminished and poor as well. And if we're thinking about the moment in a way to put an end to this, this might be the moment to do it. I remember when there were those who were saying we should have supplied more support and more resources for the Ukrainians against the Russians. President Trump often says that had he been president, that never would have happened. Russia would have never invaded Ukraine. And I assume he meant that he would have provided more resources and tools for the Ukrainians. I think we're at that moment now, Dana, with this Iranian-Israeli conflict. I don't want a broadening of the conflict. I don't want an escalation. I think the president of Turkey and others are right. We're on a precipice. But what I don't want to have happen going forward is this risk and threat that the Iranians pose. And what you led into this question about, they have lied about their preparation, their ability to develop and detonate a nuclear weapon. I don't want that. And even if the IAEA is wrong, I'm willing to take the risk. If we have this moment now, we should destroy this capability of the Iranians.
Regime change in Iran. I want to see no nuclear weapon in Iran, and we're well on our way to making sure that happens.
And a short comment, Kenny, I wasn't sure how long that would be. Your thoughts?
Yes, I think he shares that sentiment with the entire Western world. No one wants Iran to have a nuclear weapon because, you know, this is not the era of détente, of mutually assured destruction, where, you know, there were countries stockpiling nuclear weapons for defensive reasons. Iran has talked about going on the offense, and part of the existence of this regime is the desire to annihilate Israel, you know, which is right next door. Think about it. What if Canada what if the reason for being for Canada was to destroy and obliterate the United States? I was recently on a Holocaust tour in Poland, and we visited the extermination camps. And, you know, that took years for Nazi Germany to exterminate 6 million Jews and 3 million Catholic Poles. Iran wants to do what Hitler started with one bomb, and that's the fear. So Israel has started this, and now what the United States has to ask itself, are we going to be the ones who finish it? Because it will, if you're talking about the main enriching site for uranium, the Fordel site, that will take the kind of bunker buster that Israel does not have.
Military cooperation has been the cornerstone of the partnership, though. Iran has supplied Russia with drones for use in the Ukraine war, while Russia has provided advanced military equipment to Iran. The two countries have also conducted joint military exercises. They're working together on cybersecurity initiatives. Both nations want to challenge what they see as US-led global dominance.
Look, Iran and Russia have had a very complicated history. They've been at war and they've been at peace. And the founder of the Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Khomeini, once referred to Russia as the lesser Satan. They call the US the great Satan, and he said the Soviet Union is the lesser Satan. But things have changed drastically over the years, given everything that's happened, not only in the Soviet Union, in the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, but also regional events in the Middle East. So Putin is now in a very unique position. If he can manage to secure his place as the mediator between Iran and the United States, it would be a huge victory for him. And of course, given his relationship with US President Donald Trump, he is one of the most likely people to be able to manage some kind of establishing an off-ramp out of this conflict. Whether or not he'll be able to achieve it, we'll have to wait and see. And that is most likely going to have to be done in person between the two leaders, something that has not happened yet.
Interesting times for everyone. Dorsa Jabari, thank you so much.